Hey, Doc, thanks so much for joining me today. And I just want to, well, first of all, a lot of guys who have been watching The Bald Truth for the last, say, year and a half know that I've been talking a lot about the ARTAS hair transplant system. You have had the ARTAS in your practice for about a year now. So I wanted to talk about your experience using the ARTAS because, listen, you're one of the top hair transplant surgeons in the world at this point. You've been in the IHS for a very long time. You really learned how to do surgical hair restoration the right way. You never, you were never like one of the old school guys who started with plugs and then mini micrografts. You started with state-of-the-art follicular unit transplantation and using cut-to-size blades, using lateral slit technique, and now you've converted at least some of your practice over to FUE using the robot. So tell me about your experience with the robot.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very fortunate from the beginning, being able to be directed to the right doctors to explain to me the best way to do a hair transplant. And like you said, I was really fortunate in being able to do very high density, very refined transplants from the beginning.
Well, you started off, I mean, you came out of the gates really strong. I mean, I remember the first,
Yes.
the first few cases I saw of yours, and this was like you had just started. I was blown away.
Yeah, I mean, that's because of the people I was able to meet and the direction I was able to get. I was very fortunate
Yeah.
because I don't have any of the old habits. I never had any of the old poor cases to come back on me.
Right.
So it's very good. Also with the FUE, the good thing was that a lot of people really pushed me from the beginning into doing FUE. Back when we were doing hand punches, and then it migrated from the hand punch into doing the electronic handhelds.
Right.
And I went from that to the SAFE system, which I thought was an extremely good system. I was at Dr. Harris's office. We were going over the SAFE system with him. At that time, he showed me the prototype of the ARTAS, which he had in his office. And we went over a few, trialed it out on some dummies he had in his office, and it was amazing. Since that time, the ARTAS has changed a lot. And they've had a lot of upgrades to the software.
Well, I remember when you actually gave me a call and we were discussing it, and you asked me what I knew about it and what I was hearing from some of the other physicians, and I told you, listen, I really believe that this is going to be a huge part of the future of surgical hair restoration. So you have the right instincts, Scott, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. And I tell you, the change that it's made just in this last year with the upgrades to the software has been amazing. We used to have some problems if the scalp was pretty dense, different problems with the needles penetrating. But now, with the new software, with the high speed, the needles that we're using, it's amazing. We get high quality grafts, high percentage of take, and the patients are able to tolerate it extremely well.